Hello, and welcome to Evergreen Creators. It's a good day to be a creator. So I want to talk to you about marketing mix. The marketing mix is the four principles or the four P's of marketing. So it's product, price, promotion, and place. Product, price, promotion, and place. And the whole idea about marketing mix is the only marketing that truly works kind of goes by these principles. You can spend a lot of money on Facebook crap, and you can spend a lot of money on billboards and magazines and newspapers, but the only marketing that really works is finding the customer in the buying cycle and then either being with them throughout their cycle or catching them right before they're about to buy. Let me explain. If you're going to sell hardwood flooring, right, you probably could run some ads on Facebook, but there's not going to be very many actual customers that are on Facebook looking at cats, arguing about politics, yelling at their family, or whatever you do on Facebook that's actually looking for your hardwood flooring service. So your best bet is to run ads possibly on Google, Yelp. Don't ever use Yelp though. But similar places like that where your customer is actually looking for your service or product, right? Back in the day, what they used to do for most businesses is you would pay about $1,000 a month for the yellow pages. You just buy a full page in the yellow pages, and then whenever somebody needed your service, they would go to the yellow pages, they would open it up, they would see that you had the biggest ad and that you were exactly what they were looking for, and they would call you, and it was awesome. Now, things have radically changed since then, but I see a lot of people thinking that they can just slap something up on Facebook or, spend a bunch of money on YouTube without actually thinking about who their customer is and where their customer is in the buying journey. Now, you also have to be in the right place for your customers. So I would recommend, depending on what you're doing, being where your customer is looking for information on your service. So if somebody nowadays needs a hardwood floor, I would say they're pretty likely to go in Google. And in Google, they're pretty likely to click the first person that pops up on Google. So that's where you want to be. So if you had to run an advertisement to be there under a relevant keyword, you're probably going to be able to be successful. Now the problem is the price for that click and the price for that is skyrocketing. So we have to get more creative as we go forward. And we have to be in more places and be more creative in order for our marketing to work. So the other thing is, just because you're at the top and you're there doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the sale. In order to get the sale, I believe you have to have three things. You have to have authority, relevance, and trust. Okay? And this is big for almost everything on the internet. There's a lot of sketchy things out there. So people aren't going to buy from janky looking websites. They're not going to put in their emails for, unrelevant things. And if you don't have very much authority, like your branding is kind of crap, or you just don't look like you're going to do a good job, why would they naturally think about buying from you? But I think there's just so much power in just thinking about where our customers actually are and getting in front of our customers in the best way possible for where they are and where they're looking for our services. But it's so cool to actually take a step outside of our heads and try and think about where are our customers the moment before they decide to hire someone in our niche, someone in our service. Okay. The thing that I'm excited about is when it finally kind of clicked for me is for like personal branding or things of that nature. whenever I find somebody who I admire or who has something that I'm very interested in, the things that I do is I check out their YouTube channel, right? I check out their podcast if they have one. I usually check out their websites, and I tend to sign up for their email list because I'm very interested in copy. I also sometimes look on Facebook, not really. But so when that kind of clicked for me, I was like, okay, so if I'm doing this, when I find somebody who's interesting to me, naturally other people are doing something similar, right? And I see if they have a book. So if you're building a personal brand, the best things that you could do would be probably be number one on Google for whatever your keywords are. Have a lot of video content that I can binge watch. Have a podcast that I can listen to when I can't watch your video content or I have busy. And have a book that goes deeper, or a course. So the whole premise of marketing mix, having the right product in the right place with the right promotion and the right price is so huge that a lot of marketers are missing it. Facebook ads used to be gangbusters because they used to be so cheap. They're not cheap anymore. So if you really want to have a lot of success with your marketing mix, you have to really think about where your customers are, okay? And where their eyeballs are. And the only thing that tends to work nowadays still is email. Because let's think about this. Our customers' eyeballs are probably on their email. Even if people think that email is dead, it's not, because how many times do you check your email? So if you know, again, for the hardwood flooring thing, if somebody is interested in getting a new hardwood floor and they put their email in, but they don't necessarily buy right away, then it's important that you keep in contact with them, okay? Then it might be a good idea to run Facebook ads to that email. Then it might be a good idea to run YouTube ads to that email. And it might be a good idea to stay in contact through email, just to keep reminding them, hey, we have this service, we'll fix your floors, we are authority, we are relevant, we are trustworthy. And then you also let them know, your price, how they can buy it, how it's going to benefit their lives. So those are the key things that you need to think about when you're doing your marketing. It's not so much like how much you can spend on ads in all the places, unless you're just doing branding. But if you're just like a small business and you're just starting out, it's important that you think, okay, before my customer buys stuff, what's going through their mind? What emotions are they feeling, and how can we put those emotions at ease by having the most authority, relevance, and trust, as well as having the right product, the right promotion, the right price, in the right place. So these are very powerful things. And if you really think about what marketing is, all marketing is making sales simple. Making the sale as easy as possible. Making the sale be as effortless as possible. So what you're doing in your marketing is you're telling people, what your product is, how it will benefit their life, where they can buy it, and how they can buy it. And once you have people's emails and you know that people are interested in your product, then it's important that you have a sales campaign set up. But you can't just go straight into the sales campaign without first knowing the marketing mix. Where would be the best or what is the best product, right? What would be our promotion? What will be our price? And what will be the best place for our customer to find us? So this has been a breakdown of the marketing mix, and it's important that you have that in your mind. Where are my customers before they're about to buy? All right, thanks you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Peace.